A very good morning, students. I am Jyoti Mucha and I am your English teacher. Today I am going to explain you lesson 4, the Narmada, the lifeline of Madhya Pradesh. As you know that Narmada is a river and Narmada is a river which is known as a lifeline of Madhya Pradesh. Here some questions are in this chapter. First is name some rivers in Madhya Pradesh. As you know that in Madhya Pradesh many rivers are flowing. How are the rivers useful to us and how rivers are very useful to us? This answer, the answer of this question we will study in this lesson. Which is the biggest river in the state and which is the biggest river of Madhya Pradesh that we will study in this lesson. So now come on this point. I am the river Narmada. I am proud that I flow in India where a river is considered as a living being and even more than that people worship rivers as a goddess here. You know dear students that Narmada flows from the Narmada flows from the our country. But here also in MP, Narmada also flows. It has a way for coming from the Madhya Pradesh. It is also known as living being, and even more that people worship it, and it is also known as the Mata, and we worship it. There are many holy rivers in India, such as Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Kaveri, Krishna, Satluj, etc. People take sacred bath in them and feel purified. You know well that in Ganga also, Ganga is a river in which the people go and bath and they purify themselves and they wash away their all the sins. So Narmada river is also known like a very pure and very holy river. People also go there and also wash their sins in that Narmada. I am the longest river in Madhya Pradesh. Here we were finding the answer that Narmada Nadi is the longest river. Narmada river is the longest river of Madhya Pradesh. People call me Ma Narmada. I too look after them like a mother. Here Narmada river is saying that people call her Ma Narmada, and she takes care of us like a mother. I have abundant water throughout the year. Narmada river has a lot of water throughout the year. I irrigate a major part of state. You know well that the major part of the state in MP for the irrigation. So many farmers are living in Madhya Pradesh and they irrigate with the help of the Narmada river water. I flow between the Vindhyachal and the Satpura mountains. Here, Narmada river is saying that it flows from the Vindhyachal to Satpura mountains. People call me the lifeline of Madhya Pradesh. Here, people also call the lifeline of the Madhya Pradesh is Narmada only. My name has a very specific meaning. Here I am going to explain you about the name of Narmada, who soothes and gives pleasure to all. What is the meaning of Narmada? Narmada means who is soothing our pains and purify us and keep and wash away all our sins and give pleasure to us. People call me Riva also. Narmada river is also known as the name of river. I flow westward and pour my water into the Gulf of Kambad. All other rivers flow southwards or eastwards. As we know all that all the rivers are flowing from to the southwards and to the eastwards, but only Narmada river is here who flows from the westwards and pour the water in the Gulf of Kambad. This line means that कि सारी नदियाँ ईस्टवर्ड्स बहती हैं, ईस्टवर्ड्स और साउथवर्ड्स बहती हैं, लेकिन एक नर्मदा नदी ऐसी है जो कि वेस्टवर्ड्स बहती है, मतलब पश्चिम की ओर उल्टी दिशा में बहती है. I have been depicted in many holy books. Here we are studying about Narmada in this book. So the description of Narmada we can found in each and every book, which are very which are books known as holy books. The Narmada Puran details about me in detail. Dear students, if you want to study about Narmada, then you can read the Narmada Puran, in which you can get a description of Narmada from where it has come and from where it has become uh, in knowledge, and from where is its origin. You will surely like to listen to the story of my birth. Here, Narmada is saying that if we will listen the story of Narmada's birth, then we will very like it. The story is, once Lord Shiva was lost in meditation at the Michael Ranges. Uh, Michael Ranges is there, and where the Lord Shiva were in meditation, and he spent many years in meditation. His peaceful and soothing splendor took the form of a beautiful maiden, and it was Bini. Here, Narmada is saying that when the Lord Shiva was in meditation, and the splendor which was come out from the Shiva, and it took the form of a maiden, a young woman who was known as Narmada. I bowed before Lord Shiva. He opened his eyes. Here she is telling that uh, when she appeared, and she bowed in front of Lord Shiva, and after bowing, Lord Shiva opened his eyes, telling me that my Krishna had inspired sweet tenderness in his heart. That means that Narmada is very tenderness river, and it has create the politeness and tenderness in Shiva's heart. Hence, I was called Narmada. That is why Narmada is called Narmada. I asked him, "O Father, allow me to remain a maiden and flow free and pure forever." "Let it be so, my child," he said, and closed his eyes. Here Narmada is saying that she want to become free, and she want to become a young maiden. So, and she want to live free. So that's why she wished to Lord Shiva that make her free, and let her flow freely. And God Shiva has given her, Lord Shiva has given her same promise. Since then, I have been flowing through to the mountains, valleys, and plains, playing, dancing, jumping, zigzagging, and gurgling in such a manner that the people who come on my bank and see me feel that their sins have been absorbed and their hearts are filled with purity and serenity like that of mine. Here, the Narmada is saying that when she flows, and she goes everywhere, she flows everywhere in zigzag roads, and up and down. Sometimes it jumps on the rocks also, zigzagging, gurgling manners, and people come on the bank and see the wonderful scene of the Narmada, and feel that their sins have washed away. She also feels the purity. She also fills their hearts with purity and serenity. I have my origin from the Michael range. Here the Mada says that her originates from Michael range. There is a beautiful place named Amarkantak near Anuppur. As I told you that Narmada comes from Amarkantak. It flows from Amarkantak. At Amarkantak, I appeared from a source named Kund. After me, the Narmada Kund. Here, the source from which Narmada flows, it is known as the Narmada Kund. From this Kund, I flow in the form of narrow stream and reach a place where once stood the ashram of Kapil Muni. There is a ashram of Kapil Muni from where Narmada flows in a narrow stream. Here people call me Dudhara. From Kapil Muni, when the Narmada flows, it looks like a Milky Way, and it looks like a flow of milk. So that's why this is known as the Dudhara, the stream of milk. As I look like milk, from Amarkantak I pass through Dindori, Mandla and Jabalpur. When it comes from the Amarkantak, it passes through the Dindori, Mandla and Jabalpur. At Biraghat, Jabalpur, my banks are adorned with marble rocks. If you go to the Narmada river, there are some banks, and near the banks there are marble stones are there, and it looks very beautiful scene if we go from there, and it is very adorable. People from all over the world come to see me gracefully throwing through the rocks. Here Narmada says that when it flows from the rocks, it looks very gracefully, and the people, those are living very far away, they come to see the scene, this beautiful scene, and and become very joyful. Those who watch my beauty in the light of the moon, full moon, forget everything and feel as if they have reached the abode of God. Here Narmada says that when the people go there and see its beauty, then they think that they have come to a heaven, and they feel that they are on the place of God, at the home of God, and they become very happy. On the full moonlight, it looks very pretty and very beautiful. Just above Biraghat, I make a wonderful waterfall. You have read about the Biraghat also. Here also Narmada flows, and it is very wonderful scene when you see, because the falling water splits into the droplets in the air and appears like a fog everywhere. It is known as the Dhuandhar Jalprapat. My dear students, you have already read about the Dhuandhar Jalprapat, and in that Dhuandhar Jalprapat, when the Narmada flows and fall down on the rocks, it appears some droplets and which dissolve in the air. It looks like a fog, and when the fog appears, the scene becomes very beautiful. And this beautiful scene is known as the Dhuandhar Jalprapat. From this place, I flow through Narsinghpur, Raisen, Hoshangabad, Handia, and Nimawar. From these places, Narmada flows. At Nimawar, it is half of my journey to the sea. My dear students, you know all that every river, every and each river flows from anywhere, but it goes to sea, and it merges in sea. So here Narmada is also complete his journey in the half session to go to reach to Nemawar. So Nemawar, its journey is complete, half journey is completed, and then it goes to sea. Chitani Ghat at Hoshangabad and the Ghat of Maheshwar, where stands the humble place of Devi Ahilyabai. My dear friends, you have seen the Devi Ahilyabai palace also at Maheshwar. There Narmada river is also flowing, and this scene is also looks very beautiful. Have their own importance in scenic beauty. People go to see the scenic beauty of Narmada, and also enjoy there for watching, for looking the scene of beautiful Narmada, and also the palace of Rani Ahilyabai. Omkareshwar is another very important place of pilgrimage on my bank. Here, you know where Omkareshwar is a temple where Lord Shiva is also live, and here Narmada is also flows. So people go to worship Narmada also, and as well as Lord Shiva. Beside these, people have built big dams across me. As you know that every river has a dams, because when the rainy season comes, the rivers become overflows, and it can destroy each and every small villages. So dams are constructed there. That's why here is also said that dam is constructed beside the bank of Narmada. The team at Punasa is in Khandwa district is Indira Sagar Dam, and the one in Gujarat is the Sardar Sarovar Dam. You have read about these teams. Here is the one is Indira Sagar Dam, and the second is the Sardar Sarovar Dam. Thus, people will be able to get more water for irrigation and generate electricity also. Dear students, Narmada gives us water. Narmada gives us water, and the water is used for producing electricity as well as irrigation also. But Narmada river is very long in Madhya Pradesh, and in Madhya Pradesh, many irrigation work and the work of farmers is running, so they need the water. And only Narmada river is here, which is a lot of water and which help us and to farmer also for giving water in irrigation and producing the electricity also. I must mention here that a big city like Indore gets its water supply from me, though I am quite far off from the city. Dear students, you know that Narmada is very far away, but it flows from the many cities, and it flows from the very special city in which we are living, Indore, and we are also getting the water supply of Narmada. We have the tap connections also at our home, and from which we can get the water of Narmada, and it does not come directly from river. It comes somewhere, and I'm sorry, people collect the water and do the purification. Then after it is sent to the many houses of our Hindu. Crossing Dhar and Barwani, I enter Maharashtra and then Gujarat, where it comes from many places, but when it crosses Dhar, then it enters to Maharashtra and Gujarat also. In Gujarat, a number of rivers join me, and I take on an enormous share. What is the meaning of enormous? Enormous means a huge share. Dear students, many rivers combined with themselves. As you have seen, Ujjaini has also a place where two rivers are getting mixed. So here Nagara is also saying that many rivers comes to join her, and then it goes to sea, and it has taken the very enormous shape. From here, I continue my journey to meet the Gulf of Khambat at Vimleshwar. And when it go to Vimleshwar and to hold on from the Khambat, the Gulf of Khambat, thus from Amarkantak to Vimleshwar, I travel 1,210 kilometers in all. That means it is said that from Amarkantak to Vimleshwar, its journey is approximately 1,310 kilometers. Thousands of people, men and women, young and old, undertake pilgrimage all along my length and around it. The Narmada river is very pure, and it is worshipped by each and every person, like old men, women, and the children also. They go there, they wash away their sins, and they purify ourselves. And the pilgrimage also goes to there to complete their Tirth Yatras. They call it the Holy Parikrama and consider it as a great pilgrimage. Narmada river, River place is also known as a Tirth place, as a great pilgrimage place, where the religious achievement is also done for their life. Many people go there and do the parikrama, and many people go there for completing their wishes. So the Narmada river has given us many things, and it has a very scenic beauty which we should enjoy. Yes, friends, in this lesson I taught you about river Narmada. If you want to get knowledge of the full description of Narmada, then you have to read the Narmada Puran, and for this you have to buy a Narmada Puran book, in which you can get each and every information about Narmada. Dear students, Narmada is a very pure river, and I think you also have to go there, and you have to become pure yourself also by bathing in it. My dear students, now this chapter has finished here, and the question answer I will send you in PDF, and that question answer you have to note down in your notebook. And dear student, if you have any doubts, then you can note down the doubts, and you can send me on that link. Thank you, dear students. The next chapter I will explain you in my next video.